Okay. Mic test 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, all good. All good. Oh yeah, let me turn on the BGM as well. Where are you at? That be right back. Okay, there we go. BGM's on. Now then, intro time. Salutations everyone, this is Terence here. And today, we have a long-awaited episode of Terence Talks for you folks. Well, I say long-awaited, but I only say that because it's been a long time since we've done an episode. And by that, in maybe like a month or a couple weeks. And today, we finally have a special guest today. And their name is NullO. And we're gonna go ahead and unmute NullO, and then we can begin introductions. Alright. Oh, I'll mute myself too. Okay. And unmuted. Yep, you're unmuted now.
Oh, is it my time?
Yep, it's your time.
Hi. Salut.
Hello, hello.
Hi.
Aren't they adorable, folks?
Oh, shucks. Well, hi.
Oh, yep, can you give us some...
I guess I should...
Yep.
Yeah, I was gonna say I should introduce myself. Well, salut, Lachui. Mi nombre es NullO de Rainbow Brillo Projecto. Hello, I am NullO of Rainbow Brillo Projecto, and I am a cosmic soul on a quest of creativity.
Nice,
Hi.
nice. Yep, that's very cute.
Oh, thank you.
Indeed. So you're a cosmic soul searching for creativity, huh?
Well, something like that. It's the short way of me saying creativity and just kind of, I don't know, just kind of discovering new things and all that stuff, you know.
Understandable.
Mm-hmm. Like,
If you're wondering how an idol met a cosmic soul, let's just say it's a pretty big universe.
oh no, indeed, it is very big. I mean, despite me being, for lack of better words, up in space, far away, there's many ways to connect to different realms and universes, you know. So, sometimes, you know, like individual souls are meant to cross paths, and it just so happens we have cross paths.
Oh, yep. Oh, yep. How's NullO's audio, folks? Is she too loud or soft?
Oh.
Yep.
Oh, wait, am I good? Oh my god.
I think
Am I
you
good?
should be good.
Okay, cool. Just let me know if I need to adjust my audio.
Okie dokie. Yep, sometimes, Wi-Fi here can be pretty funny and shoddy sometimes.
Oh, kind of like the glitch in the Matrix kind of thing, as I like to call it. Some things around here, that tends to happen a lot.
Oh, yep.
Mm-hmm.
Understandable.
Oh, I was gonna... Yes.
Yep, first question is, of course, how are you doing today?
Let's see. I've been doing good overall, I'd say. Been pretty busy lately with a lot of, like, behind the scenes stuff. For one, I am in, like, vintage course battle, so I've been grinding away, working on stuff for that, and then, you know, just the holidays are coming up.
Okay.
Holidays are definitely coming up.
Okay. So does that mean you're also, spending money to buy presents for people?
I mean, blessing, something like that. Yeah, I mean that's one way, or just manifesting presence for others.
Yes,
That's another way
manifesting.
to put it down.
Oh, yep.
um, I mean, for lack of better words, I already finished my Christmas shopping.
Ah,
So
nice,
just
nice.
and then aside for that, yeah, there's that, and then just been drawing a lot. I've just been working on a lot of behind the scenes stuff. I do want to stream some more, but that's sometimes takes a little time.
Oh, yep. I understand that. It is tough to stream when you're constantly busy roaming the
Mhm,
galaxy searching for new ideas for stuff, huh?
mhm, mhm. No, definitely. Sometimes the Council of the Universe like sends me to all of these quests. Sometimes they're planned ahead of time, and sometimes they just pop up last minute. And sometimes I just have to drop what I'm doing, and I'm like, okay, I guess I'll just go.
Of course. Yep. Yep, it is kind of annoying to have your council constantly interfere with your fun, huh? Like, hey, can you
Mhm.
stop bugging me right now? I'm in the middle of a stream.
That's just what. No, exactly. That's one way to put it. Um. Oh gosh, my mind's wandering right now. Where am I? My train of thoughts just going everywhere. Um. But yeah, I mean, the Council of the Universe. It's not just like giving me quests. Sometimes it's giving other beings in the universe quests. So it's like it's one of the best way I can describe it is that when let's say you have plans for the day, but then something unexpected happens, like you have to, I don't know, go into work, for example, last minute or something, or yeah, something happens that makes you stay home, kind of like stuff like that,
Oh, yeah, definitely.
unexpected. And sometimes it's kind of like what they call a blessing in disguise, because sometimes, oh, maybe you're just meant to stay home for the day, and nothing wrong with that.
Of course. Also,
Hmm.
sometimes the council is actually nice enough to let you rest now.
No, exactly. And then that just reminds me, sometimes I'll be like focusing so hard on something, and to the point where the Council of the Universe has to like remind me to take a break. And so, yeah,
Ah,
and
okay.
there's a lot of instances like that.
Ah, I see. Oh, for a minute there, I thought your council would be like one of those ruthless overlords and say, hey, I'm paying you to do a job and you do it whenever I tell you to do it.
I mean, I think it depends on the individual. Sometimes that kind of energy works for an individual, and sometimes like a more gentle reminder works for others. It really depends, honestly. I think every soul out there in the around is like very different.
Ah, okay. Well, that's good at least. That's good. Glad to know there's some personality diversity out there.
Mhm, mhm. Which is what's really cool, because I like meeting different souls, which is one of the reasons why for lack of better words, became a VTuber, because I like to meet different creative souls and beings, and kind of see like where their journey has taken them, and I don't know, for lack of better words, making new friends, right? Is that a good way to put it?
Oh, yeah, definitely.
Mhm.
All right, so our first question for today is, well, of course, we already answered it, but is this your first time being interviewed?
But in all honesty, yes. To be fair, I've been asleep for a very long time after my past incarnation, and so I've awoken, and yeah, so I haven't really been interviewed, at least in this existence.
Ah, okay. Yep, understandable, of
Mhm,
course. Oh, yep, if you guys are curious about how NullO and I met, we met through this other universe called the Global Vtuber server, and
mhm,
they wanted to take part in a collab called New Year's Sus, which was planned by me, and it was like a little Among Us collab with certain people in there. And so we played that together, and that's how we all met.
I know exactly. I was in my seedling form at that time too, and I was like, "Oh, hello," and I think we all learned I'm not a very good. What was it?
Imposter?
Yes, I'm too nice.
Yep. Of course. Understandable.
I mean, I can try next if there's ever a chance for me to play Among Us again next time. I can try.
Oh, I see.
I think I make a better crewmate.
Oh yeah, same here, because when I play Among Us, I'm usually pretty crap at lying most of the time either.
It's like, what? No, I didn't do that. Kind of like that. But then it's like, you can kind of tell.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
I think I was talking to one of my friends one time about the game, and they're like, "Oh no, you have to what was it? What was the exact wording they used? It was like you have to say you did it even though you didn't, and then eventually people will second guess themselves. Like that's a strategy."
Oh yeah, definitely, because if you try to beat the person to reporting the body first, it usually helps take the blame off yourself a lot. Yeps. Oh, yep, of course.
What other games are there, by the way, that's multiplayer? Do you know?
Oh yeah, there's quite a few games. I'm not sure about the super big massive ones, but Goose Stuck is one of them.
Oh, I haven't heard that one before.
Oh yeah, that's another one that's also like Among Us.
Oh my gosh. It sounds very silly though. It's like, are we do you play as a geese?
Oh yep,
or a goose? Sorry.
Yep, I'd say mostly a bunch of ducks pretending to be goose, but you do actually kill people, and I think there might be a few more game modes in Goose Duck, I think.
Ah. So it's like Among Us, but to the left.
Yep, pretty much. Oh, yep, on to our next question. Did you felt nervous being asked to be on the show?
I guess, in a sense. I think it comes with any interview. I would assume so. It's kind of like when you go on stage and you get stage fright.
Oh yeah, definitely. I feel that.
and there's always a saying even the most veterans of people still get stage fright. So maybe it's just a collective experience kind of thing, you know?
Oh, yeah, understandable. Sometimes when I am talking to someone for the first time, I do get a little nervous at times, because I was not sure about their personality or such. But I think as you continue to talk with the person, though, you do get a little bit more comfortable about them. Comfortable with them.
Definitely. Agreed. I mean, we've interacted a few times before too, so I think we're a little bit familiar with our presence or something, right? Yeah.
Oh yeah, definitely. Yep, and I'd say we're pretty very chill together, and we vibe pretty well from the times we did kind of talk.
I think we did VC just casually too, and then we just kind of vibed. Which is honestly, I think it's the best thing ever, you know, when you interact with someone for the first time or someone new, and then you just kind of click off the bat, and then it just kind of goes from there.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, moving on to our next question. Let's see. What are your hobbies?
Hobbies. Well, I mean, art. I mean, art's one of those things that's kind of a given. Anything creative, but also, I guess this kind of counts as creative. I do like to cook.
Ooh.
Food's pretty good.
Ah, nice.
And
What do you like to cook?
Oh my gosh. First thing that comes to mind is fried rice, because it's easy.
Ah, nice. That's right, Uncle Roger. You can go ahead and rate NullO's fried rice cooking.
Oh my god, please. I was gonna say, it's just egg, fried, and rice.
Right.
I think you like. I'm guessing you like Uncle Roger too.
Oh yeah, he's amazing.
He's very funny. I think he did like a whole world tour at one point. I don't know. I think he finished, but I remember he was doing a world tour, and I was like, man, I wish I could go, but it wasn't meant to be. At least not right now.
Ah, yeah. Yeah, I think I didn't really catch his thing, but I try to catch up with some of his videos every now and then.
Yeah, no, same here. Sometimes when I'm working on things, I'll like, I want to watch in the background or play in the background. Oh, hey, an Uncle Roger video. Oh, let me just click.
Oh, yep.
And then he does this little intro.
Yep. Hello, niece and nephew. This is Uncle Roger.
Oh my gosh. I think there was an I forgot who did this interview. There was an interviewer who interviewed like a person behind Uncle Roger, and it was interesting. I saw this like, what? That's a while ago that I saw this video.
Ah, okay. Yep. I also remember the other personality behind Uncle Roger, aka the real him, also does the Hiya podcast.
Yeah, I think, is it Nigel, right?
Yep, Nigel.
That's his name?
Yep.
Nephew Nigel.
Nephew Nigel, yep. And listening to some of those with his was actually pretty funny too as well.
Actually, have yet to fully check out, I think, podcasts. I think I vaguely remember listening to one of them, but it was a while ago, so I barely remember.
Oh, yep, understandable, of course. Yeah, it's been a while since I've seen this podcast as well. I think the last one he did had a really weird video title to it, but that I can't see on stream.
Oh no. I get it.
Yep. Oh yeah, you mentioned you also do art. What do you like to draw?
Oh my god, that really depends. I know I like doing fan art for one. But if it's not fan art, I don't know, it just really depends on my mood, honestly. Like currently I'm just working on sprite assets for current project for the Vintage Course battle. And I think I'm trying to think. So I'm trying to work on some Christmas present art wise. So let's hope I can like finish that on time.
Ah, yep, I hope so too. I look forward to seeing it.
Yeah. Well, speaking of which, I do have a Christmas present for you. I don't know if you want it now or later.
You could probably give it to me later.
Okay. All right. In that case, I shall keep it right here till Christmas.
Okie dokie. I look forward to seeing it. Yep, on to our next question. Do you play video games?
Absolutely. Though it's been a while, but I'm trying to get back into playing video games again. I keep getting myself distracted on like projects and just everything going on around me, and then I'm like, oh yeah, video games.
Oh, yep, understandable, of course. When you have a busy life, it is hard to make time for some of them.
Mm-hmm.
Which, in my case, I pretty much just focus on, at least when I'm streaming, I focus on trying to play one game as I go, one game per day.
Mm-hmm.
And then if I'm playing a game like an MMORPG or something that's really grindy, sometimes I'll play it a little bit off stream just to save the extra tedium for it.
Mm-hmm.
And then we stream the rest of it.
Nice. I think that reminds me. I know I recently played Slime Rancher on stream, and I was thinking of like making some progress off stream, but at the same time, I'm like, but what if everyone else misses out on this one thing?
Yep. Oh yeah, sometimes that is something you do have to worry about as well. Yep.
But yeah.
Because I do remember when I do certain videos or something, I always have this nerve-wracking fear that someone's gonna probably say, hey, what happened to this part, or what happened to that part, or something, like someone who plays the game before.
I think one of the solutions like that came to mind when with that scenario is that like, what was it? It's like record your playthrough and then kind of post a video or something, right? Something like that. Like that could be one way. Be like, oh, this is what happened off stream and we made progress. And this is how we got to this point.
Yep, gotta love those extra save files too.
Mm-hmm.
Yep, understandable. Well, nowadays I pretty much just stream everything now.
Oh, that's very valid. I think that's basically one of the reasons why I like wanted to started streaming, is because like, you know, it's hard to make time for video games, so it's might as well, what was it, kill two birds with one stone, as the saying goes, and just stream and play a video game at the same time.
Oh, yep, definitely a good idea.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, if you don't have time for something, hey, turn it into content.
Exactly. When in doubt.
Oh, yep, definitely. Especially when you're doing a game that's also really short as well.
Mm-hmm.
Which I think nowadays, I don't really have enough short games that I do, which I'm trying to find slightly shorter games to do too. That's one of the challenges, because now games have gotten so long to the point where now it's hard to really find something that's short and something that you could probably do in a timely manner.
I think there are still a few. I think they're mainly indie games that are within like a short span that can be finished in one sitting.
Oh, yep, there are a few of them out there.
And I know like some JRPG games, or like if you're into horror, like JRPG horror games can fit in that category. If I remember correctly.
Yep, RPG Maker horror games.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yep, come to think of it, I don't think I touched a single one of those, actually.
Well, I can send you recommendations if you like. I do like myself some horror every now and then.
Okay.
Like, I know I may not look like it, but I do like horror. English horror games.
Nice.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Oh, yep, you can go ahead and send me some of those as well.
I'll definitely send you a list at some point.
Yeps. Oh, yep, on to our next question, which is also video game related. How did you get
Cool.
into video games?
Oh my gosh. I would say, mo- and like I would say in a past incarnation, I was very into video games, and so when I came back to the cosmos, that feeling just kind of carried over. So yeah, I don't know, for as long as I can remember. I know one of the earliest consoles I remember owning is a PlayStation 1.
Ooh,
Very
nice.
old PlayStation. I know this is a very niche game, but one of my favorite games from back then was called Threads of Fate. And there's two protagonists that you can play as, and because they both have branching paths. And so depending on which protagonist you end up playing as, you get like a different ending, and then their paths kind of cross every now and then.
Ah, yep, I remember that
Mhm.
game.
Yeah. Oh, have you played it before too?
Oh yeah, definitely. I've even beaten it a good couple years ago, actually.
Oh my gosh, I've never met another soul who's ever played this game too, so I'm glad. I have yet to beat it myself. I purchased a digital copy for like the PS Vita, the PlayStation's Sony store, and I'm just stuck in one boss fight, and it makes me cry.
Yep, understandable.
I think it's like this. If I vaguely remember it, because it's been a long time, it was this one boss fight. I think it was with a character named Duke, and then there's this mecha robot,
Mhm.
and it was kind of like side scrolly, and it was like after you went through like this volcano like area or something. I don't know if that rings any bells.
Yep, it sounds familiar,
Mm-mm.
but I can't
There.
put my finger on it.
If I find a clip or something on YouTube or something, I'll like show it to you, or I'll like open up my game at some point and be like, it's this one.
Ah, okay.
And of
Oh
course we
yeah, who did you
oh, yes.
enjoy playing as in Threads of Fate?
Oh my gosh. I think between the two, I like Rue or Rui. I'm not entirely sure how to pronounce his name. Like Mick was pretty interesting, but sometimes it's hard to navigate certain levels with her for some reason. But with Rue, it's like easy because he can transform.
Oh, yep, understandable.
Mm-hmm.
Yep, I also like playing as Rue as well.
Mm-hmm.
Mostly because of the transforming thing does give a bit more variety to his playthrough as opposed to Mint's.
Mm-hmm. I mean, now that I think about it, I think if you want a little bit of a challenge, then you play as Mint. Like, her story's pretty interesting too. And she's kind of funny if you think about it.
Oh yeah, definitely.
It's like, I will take the throne all to myself or something. I think it was along those lines.
Ah, yep. And I also did remember her little feud with her sister as well.
Mm-hmm.
Yep, I will take the throne from my sister. And all that other stuff.
Mm-hmm. Do you think she has was it a Hime laugh if she tried?
Yep, I'm willing to bet she does.
It's like, oh, I can't do it right now. I tried, but I was like, nope, never mind. It's like, oh, or something.
Yep.
Mhm. Have you ever played any of the Rayman games by any chance?
I played Legends on the Wii U a good couple years ago.
Oh. So not like the place, because they had a PS1. There was two actually that I remember playing. One was like a regular Rayman game, and the other one was like an educational one. The one with a bunch of numbers.
Oh, an educational one. Oh, I didn't know about that one.
Yeah. Oh gosh. Now I feel like looking this one up. I gotta look it up now. Hold on. But yeah, there was this Rayman game that was educational. It was basically a platformer game, and you solve math problems. And this one, math game. All right. Oh, it's called Rayman Brain Games. I think. Yeah. According to Google Senpai, it's Rayman Brain Games. That's what it was called.
Ah, okay. Oh,
It
yeah.
was interesting.
Oh, yeah, that reminds me, chat. How many of you actually play edutainment video games?
Edutainment. Listen, they have a certain nostalgic vibe to them, especially the ones from way back then.
Yep, and by edutainment, I mean a game that pretty much tries to turn learning into entertainment. Therefore, we call it edutainment.
Edutainment. Well, I like learning new things in my spare time, so it works.
Indeed.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yep, I do random research on my free time as well. But not so much as learning, though.
That's fair. I mean, if you're doing research, you're still learning something. So there's that.
Oh, yep, that is true.
Because the research starts off with a question. You're like, I don't know, let's say, where do peanuts come from, right? And then you start researching where peanuts come from, and then you probably go through, and then you may end up in a rabbit hole of a variety of peanuts and the history behind it.
Oh, yep, definitely.
Something like that.
And now that you said that, now I'm trying to avoid making a certain nut joke now.
Oh no. Oh no.
And don't worry, folks, I don't make these nuts jokes as much as other people do.
I was gonna say, I think I know which joke you're talking about.
Yep, and moving on to our next question, which is also video game related. What are your favorite video game genres?
Okay, again, it depends on my mood. Because I played a variety of video games all throughout my existence. As you can say, edutainment is one of them. I know visual novels are really fun. And we got, let's see, I don't know, it really depends on my mood. I played a variety. I know I like RPG games. Those are pretty fun, especially like JRPG horror games. And then there's comfy games. I don't know, it's really hard to pinpoint. It's kind of like asking me, what's your favorite genre of music? And I'm like, I don't know, depends on my mood. I guess the long story short is I'm not very picky when it comes to video games, so yeah.
Understandable.
Oh wait, now that I think about it, I would say resource managing games are kind of something that I have a lot of fun with. So I guess you could say that's one of my favorites. Now that I think about it.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So I guess that means you also like real-time strategy games too.
I guess? Maybe?
Because I know those games require a lot of resource management.
Oh. Then probably. I don't know why, but I just got reminded of like games like, what was it? I don't know if you played it's this old computer game called Mall Tycoon, where you kind of just start your own mall and then you kind of, or like similar to Roller Coaster Tycoon or something. You ever played those games?
Oh, nah, I don't think I played those games.
Oh.
But I think the
Oh.
closest thing I played to what you're talking about would be like games like SimCity.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, it's something like that.
And I'd say the other games that I did play would have to be some of the Command and Conquer games.
Oh, nice.
Although it's been ages since I touched a real-time strategy game, and the last one I played would have to be the Pikmin games.
Oh, I love Pikmin. I love the Pikmin series. Those are definitely fun.
Oh yeah, definitely.
I think did they come out with Pikmin 3? Wait, is it Pikmin 3 or Pikmin 4? No, it's Pikmin 4, right?
Yep,
Oh, they
Pikmin
came out
4.
with a new Pikmin game. Yeah. Oh my god, I really want to play that one.
Oh yep. Oh, same here actually, because for the first time you actually can make your own character and such, and you don't have to worry about time limits and such.
Oh, that's so cool. I always remember the last time I played Pikmin, I was like, is there an endless mode where I can just gather resources and just kind of keep playing without like following the storyline? Because I think it's fun that way.
Oh, yep, understandable. Oh yeah, definitely. I think 2 was a little bit like that, but then 3 also was kind of like a mix between 2 and 1, where you did have to collect food for your planet and such, and as long as you run out of food juice, you're not timed on anything.
Wow. Yeah.
So I think there's
Did you have? Yeah.
Oh, what did you say again?
Oh, apologies. I was gonna ask if you had a favorite type of Pikmin.
Ah, yep. Oh, yep. I'd say my favorite type of Pikmin would have to be, I want to say the rock Pikmin that were in
Wait,
free.
which one?
The rock.
Oh, those were really cute.
Oh, yep, definitely. Especially when you can just throw them, chuck them at some of those crystals, and then they break the crystals.
And they're like, wee!
Yep, like they just love getting chucked around. And I'd say my second favorite would have to be the probably the yellow Pikmin.
Yeah. Oh, they're the ones that can go. Or they? No, it's a red one. Oh shoot! I know the yellow Pikmin. They can go in like certain environments and they'd be fine. Like the red ones can go on, like fire. I forgot what the yellow ones did.
Oh, yep. In the first game, the yellow ones could pretty much pick up bombs and throw them, but in the second game, they can actually withstand electricity, and they're
Oh, that's it. Yeah. Oh.
Yips.
Mhm.
Oh, yep. How about you? What are your favorite Pikmin?
The one. Okay, so the one that I like is the blue Pikmin, and then the flying pink one.
Ah, the winged Pikmin.
Those are so cute.
Oh, yep. The winged Pikmin are like little fairies. Oh, yep. Are you sure you don't like the blue Pikmin because you're also blue as well?
I'm blue, Devin. Oh, blue's actually one of my favorite colors, but also I just like seeing them swim.
Oh, yeah. Understandable. Especially since some of the games do have a lot of freaking water, and they come in handy for that.
Oh, definitely. And they can say if any other Pikmin's like in the water and they're like drowning, they can save them. And I was like, that's cute. That's a useful feature.
Yep, definitely. Yep, on to our next question, which is also video game related. Who's your favorite video game character?
Oh gosh, I need to think about this. Oh wait, I do have an answer for this. So, in Pokemon Black and White, I like the subway bosses. I know you said one, but they come in pairs because they're twins. So, I just think they're really cool.
Okay. Oh, and they're from Pokemon Black and White?
They're the subway bosses named Ingo and Emmett. And they look like train conductors, and their jackets are like, I don't know, they're really rectangular in a sense.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Yep,
they're a bit underrated too.
Oh, yep, understandable. I don't think I played Pokemon Black and White, but I do, but I've seen some playthroughs of it online.
That's pretty fun. Do you have a favorite Pokemon generation or game? Any chance? Speaking of which.
Yeah, I'd say as a kid I really liked the Gen 1 starters.
Ooh.
But nowadays I kind of want to say I like some of the newer games now.
Oh yeah, I need to catch up with. I think the recent one is Scarlet and Violet, right?
Yep.
I still need to catch up with that game.
Oh, yep. It's pretty fun for what it is. Of course, if you don't mind the little bugs, glitches, and some performance issues and such in the game.
It's okay. It just means it has a little bit of flavor. Kind of spice it up a bit, you know?
Yep, of course. Especially since people are constantly complaining about it. But I haven't ran into too many bugs except for a few frame rate issues when characters are like really far back and just moving really slow.
Gotcha.
So I think that's the only time I notice anything that's weird about it. But other than that, it's a really great game.
Oh yeah, there's a multiplayer. Yeah, there's multiplayer. Well, I think all Pokemon games are kind of multiplayer, but like even the most recent ones are even more multiplayer, where you can like explore the world with friends.
Oh yep, Scarlet and Violet does have that. Of course, Sword and Shield also kind of started that trend as well.
With like the camping and everything.
Yep, the camping as well as the max raid battles, which in Scarlet and Violet, they're now the Terra raid battles. Which they're actually a lot harder than the max raid battles, in my opinion.
Oh dear. Oh no. Well, I just have to find out for myself once I start playing the game.
Yep. In fact, the new DLC also just dropped last week as well.
Oh, I heard. I have friends who play the game, so I hear a little bit of news here and there every so often.
Yep. That's good at least. At least you're getting into it a little bit more informed.
Yeah.
Oh, yep. On to our next question. Well,
Wait,
actually...
Wait, yes.
Oh, yeah. What do you like about the train guys?
Oh, I don't know. Something about them, I think they're just very cool in general. I'm just a little sad there's not a lot of lore with them because they even in the manga, I think it's just they're like because they're kind of like opposites from each other and they kind of have like this really cool dynamic. You know, there's a little bit more lore in Arceus, but I'm kind of avoiding spoilers right now because I want to find out by myself.
Nice.
Yeah, I don't know. They just seem pretty cool. Like, they seem like cool dudes, you know.
Okay. Understandable. Oh, what were you about to ask again?
Well, I was gonna say, can I mind if I take out my boba real quick, boba milk tea?
Oh, sure, no problem.
Yeah. Let me just. Wait, it's taking up the majority of the screen. Hold on. I like myself a little bit of boba milk tea every now and then on stream, so I figure I take it out.
Okay. Oh, for a minute I thought you meant you were gonna go grab something to drink. Close enough.
I mean, I do have that too.
Yep, understandable.
Surprisingly, it's currently a little, for lack of better words, like challenging to manifest like some boba where I'm at right now. So,
I see.
I have this too, but it's kind of like, you know, I don't know. Can't really drink it too much.
I see. I guess if you drink it, you'd be drinking like a piece of like space matter or something.
Yeah, which I mean won't hurt me, because you know, in a sense we're all made of stardust. But since I am decided to come home into the cosmos, I am kind of more space mattery than usual, so won't hurt me.
Okay, understandable.
But it doesn't taste like much anyway, so.
So it would be like drinking space matter would be like drinking water to you guys?
Something like that.
Okay, understandable.
Maybe sparkling water? I would say it's kind of almost like sparkling water.
Okay. That's also a good comparison as well. So I guess maybe to regular people, drinking the space matter would be like drinking the Grimace shake from McDonald's.
Oh, no. You want to know something? Speaking of which, you want to know something?
Yep, sure.
I did try the Grimace shake when it came out.
Oh, wow.
It tasted pretty good, but it didn't quite agree with me after I consumed it. Let's put it that way.
Yep, understandable. It's known to give people a few stomach aches, but if we're Vtubers, it pretty much just straight up killed them along with Grimace.
Unspeakable things happening.
Oh yes.
It's like it's basically the forbidden purple drink at this point for VTubers.
Oh yep. The amount of people that drink killed is legendary.
Gosh. Well, I can say it tasted like birthday cake. At least to me.
Oh yep. As for myself, of course, when I drank the Grimace shake, it definitely kind of had more of a, I want to say more like a grape-ish kind of flavor, but also maybe like cotton candy-ish.
Oh, interesting. Wait, was the grape-ish flavor like kind of like artificial-ish grape flavored, or was it kind of like normal?
I want to say artificial.
Makes sense.
Yips. Alright then, moving on to our next question. What anime do you watch?
What was the question again?
Oh, what anime do you watch?
Oh, okay. Like in terms of like what I've seen recently, or just in general, or like
In general.
like anything. Similarly to all my previous answers, it depends what I'm in the mood for. Like recently, I've caught up to like the anime for Chainsaw Man, because like funny enough, I know like one of the a VTuber that debuted like 2 months ago sang a cover of it, a cover of one of the endings theme songs, and then I was like, oh, this is interesting, and then like come to find out it was an ending theme song to Chainsaw Man, because at that time I wasn't aware. I was like, oh, this is a really cool sounding song, and so I was like, you know what, I'll finally start watching Chainsaw Man just so I can get the context of the song. And for those curious, it's In the Back Rooms. It's literally called In the Back Rooms.
Oh, wow.
It's by an artist named Pseudo.
Ah, okay. Interesting. Although it's funny that they practically made a song called In the Back Rooms while the game In the Back Rooms is a thing.
Yeah. No, the funny thing is the episode just tied into, they based it off the Back Rooms. So it made a lot of sense.
Ah, okay.
It was really cool.
Oh, so that's where the origins of the Eternity Demon came from, huh? Okay, the more you know.
Let's see. I know. So, again, like with anime, it depends on my mood. Like I said, I recently started watch Chainsaw Man, but I also like really comfy, series. Like there's a series called Restaurant to Another World, which is basically an isekai, but it's not like your typical isekai. So it takes place in this one restaurant cafe, and basically like all the, for lack of better words, fantasy characters go through this doorway that, depending on where they are in their world, pop up anywhere, and they go through this door, and they just go in, and they're like little customers. And it's just isekai with a slice of life kind of vibe. For I don't know how else to describe it, but it's really comfy.
Ah, okay. Ah, yep. Oh, that's good to hear, because isekais have gotten a little too haremish for my taste as well.
Oh, I definitely would recommend this one, Ender. If you want something just more want to still see an isekai kind of like series, but stay away for like the harem genre, and just kind of more cozy.
Ah, okay. Yep, sounds good.
Yeah.
And moving
I know there's another one that's similar to Restaurant to Another World, but I don't recall the name. But I'll let you know when I remember it.
Okie dokie, sounds good. Yep, on to our next question as well. How did you get into watching anime?
Similarly to video games, in a past incarnation, I was at one point really into anime, and that just carried over to my current existence, and it's just been as long as I can remember. I know one of the first animes I can recall watching is DBZ, Dragon Ball Z, and then Pokemon. Then a little bit of Sailor Moon, so kind of like the classics almost.
Ah, yep, same. Minus the Sailor Moon, of course.
Well, to be fair, I only saw one episode, and then I got distracted, so it's one of those classic series that I've yet to really catch up on.
Mm-hmm. Understandable, of course.
Mm-hmm.
Although as far as Sailor Moon goes, I'd say part of the reason why I didn't really watch Sailor Moon around that time is because back in my era, we pretty much had to avoid things that were made for girls and focused on stuff that was made for guys.
Got it. It was like that era of time. Got it.
Yeah.
I feel like, at least in that, like, back then, in that, like, specific timeline, it was a lot more rigid. Right? Yeah.
Oh, yep, looks like someone also named Isekai Ikaya. Or...
Oh, Isekai Izakai. Oh, yeah, no,
yes.
Yeah, it was... Yeah, that was the other one I was trying to remember. Yeah. No, that was a good one too. And then the thing with Isekai Izakaya is like after every episode there was an actual segment where you get like the actual recipe, and so you have like this person actually cooking and like showing you how to make the dish. It was pretty cool.
Ah, okay. I'll have to look into that because they kind of sound like a Isekai meets Food Wars now.
I'd say yeah. Minus like the whole like flashy, oh my god, this tastes so good kind of scenes, you know?
Ah, yeps.
I think Food Wars is one of those other series that I've yet to like really fully check out.
Yep. And I'd say the other series that I did watch was also similar to Food Wars, but mostly Chinese theme, was actually Cooking Master Boy.
No, I don't think I've heard of that one yet.
Ah, yep. It's a lot like Food Wars, except a little bit darker, and then you also have some people that actually pretty much plot trying to kill the other chefs while they're trying to make their meals and such.
Oh no. It's kind of, that sounds like a cooking show to the death at that point.
Yep, doing all types of dirty tricks. But they also introduced some unique cooking items that actually enhance the cooking for certain things too.
Ooh.
So it's pretty much a little bit of lighthearted as well as very dark at the same time.
Ooh. Gotta send me the title later, because I'm curious. I'm curious now. I'm actually looking for something to watch right now, so.
Yep, I'll gladly send you the title later.
Awesome. It's basically we're exchanging anime recommendations at this point.
Yeah, indeed. Yep, on to our next question, of course. What anime genres do you watch?
This answer is just gonna be the same as all my other answers. It really depends on my mood. I'm really not picky. I guess I can say what I've been leaning a little more towards lately. It's kind of like either anything to do with music or kind of like slice of life or comfy.
Ah, okay.
Mm-hmm. I mean, I do like my occasional shonen series and whatnot, as I mentioned before. I did watch Chainsaw Man, but I don't know, just lately it's just I've been leaning more towards, I don't know, yeah, it's either something to do with music or like slice of life or comfy. Though my attention mainly goes towards like any song music projects lately, like Paradox Live and all that stuff. So, speaking of which, they did recently release anime adaptation for that project, so that just reminded me I have to catch up with it.
Okay. Understandable, of course.
Mm-hmm.
As for myself, I usually pretty much am more of a shonen anime watcher, as well as a side of sports anime as well.
Ooh, nice.
And I'd
Nothing wrong with
say
that.
my current favorite sports anime would have to be, I want to say Yowamushi Pedal.
Well, oh my god, no, that's one I have yet to really like get into. I have a friend who really loves Yowamushi Pedal, and they will like tell me, they'll occasionally like info dump me about the series. Like, there's this one scene they showed me where the characters that are they start singing, was it like an anime theme song while they biked?
Yep. The
Mhm.
Sakamichi. Hime, Suki, Daisuki. Yep.
It was great. And then there's this, so I know that, and then Lizard Man. I know the nickname Lizard Man. I don't remember his name exactly. But-
Yep. Lizard Man. I think we mean Mito Sushi.
I think so, yeah. And then, oh, that reminds me, because there's this, at one point in time, I visited Japan, and I like got this random blind bag pack thing, and it was a Yowamushi Pedal merch, and I was like, oh, cool. I forgot what I did with it, but I got that.
Nice. Oh, so do you often collect anime merch as well?
Yeah, that's another thing I forgot to mention on like when you asked about my hobbies. I do collect anime merch.
Nice.
I have a whole collection. Although I've been slowly collecting Vtuber merch as well. It's like kind of adding it to my little pile of collection of merchandise.
That's nice.
Mhm.
I would probably collect more anime merch myself, but my room isn't big enough to be having too much merch around.
Oh, that is very valid. Maybe one day.
Yeah, maybe one day we'll probably get more anime Blu-rays and DVDs, and maybe
Ooh.
some figures.
Mm-hmm. Do you like collecting figures?
Actually, I haven't collected any figures in a long time, actually. I'd say I don't have any figures anymore, but
Got it. Yeah.
but I certainly would like to get more anime DVDs and Blu-rays, though.
Ooh. Well, that'd be pretty cool.
Yips. And I'd say the ones I probably would like to get would have to be some of the ones with outtakes and bloopers, because those are usually funny as well.
I think one time I had like an All-Run High School Host Club DVD. Like it was like a limited edition set, and they had bloopers in them. I no longer have it, but I randomly remembered that.
Nice. Alright, let's move on to our next question. And this one, who's your favorite anime character?
Oh my god, my mind just went blank. There's too many. Oh, I have to think because. Oh wait, I can think of one. So you know does anyone know the series Tiger and Bunny?
Oh, yep. I'm familiar with it.
I like Kotetsu, aka Tiger. He's pretty cool.
Oh, yep, Kotetsu's pretty great.
Mm-hmm. He tries his best, but he's just very silly.
Indeed, indeed.
Mm-hmm.
Also a really good dad as well.
Mm-hmm. And then, I think the other character is, I'm trying to remember the name of this one other character in Tiger and Bunny because I also like him. He's like the bull. He's like Antonio? Anthony? Antonio? I think his name is Antonio.
Mm-hmm.
I don't remember. Don't quote me on that. He's also pretty cool.
Oh, is Antonio the one where he's a giant bull or the flame guy?
Oh, giant bull. But also the flame guy is also really cool too. I like him too.
Ah, okay. Nice. Oh, yep, as for my favorite Tiger and Bunny characters, I actually kinda like the blue girl. What was her name?
Oh my gosh. I don't remember her name, but I don't know who you're talking about. I know who you're talking about. She's really cool too. Ah, get it? Cool. Ah.
Yep. Yep. Nice
like
cold puns, indeed.
I like puns, so.
Yep, please don't give her the cold shoulder too much, folks. Of course, and the other character that I also liked would have to be... I want to say the Origami Cyclone guy.
Origami Cyclone? Oh my god, yes.
Yep, he's also really cool as well. I'd say out of those two, I think those two also have like the best stories as well too.
Agreed. I can see that.
Yep, moving on. Indeed. And this one is a little bit deep, but have you learned anything from video games or anime?
I would say definitely. I mean, when it comes to storytelling, oftentimes there's like a message, and and sometimes people learn through that. As for me, oh wait, I think the one big thing that sticks out to me in no matter the video game or story, the one reoccurring theme that I can think of that sticks to me is to be yourself.
Oh, yep, definitely.
Be yourself, and pursue your dreams. I know that's another, like, it's kind of cliche, but it's kind of like, it's motivating in a sense.
Oh, yep, definitely.
But I think it's most important is to just be yourself. Stay true to yourself no matter what.
Right. And of course, the usual never give up stuff.
Oh, definitely. I know, like, at one point, Naruto was, like, a big thing for me for the longest of time, and there's a lot of good lessons from that series. It motivated me a lot back then.
Oh, yeah. I definitely agree with that. Especially when Naruto always keeps getting back up no matter how hard he's knocked down as well. And how he keeps continuing to try no matter how many times he fails.
Oh no, definitely. Oh wait, apologies. Going back to like favorite animes, another one I like is Black Clover. It's a little slightly more recent, and it has like similar like themings to Naruto, I would think, because we have the protagonist Asta, who just never gives up no matter what.
Oh, yep, definitely. Yep, Asta's an inspiration as well. Oh yeah,
Mhm.
I seen Black Clover a few years ago as well. It was also really
It-
good.
It's so good. Have you seen the movie
Oh
that came
yeah,
out?
I seen a little bit of the movie, but I haven't finished
Mhm.
watching it.
It's really good. You gotta finish it. But only if you want to, of course.
Of course, of course. Yep, we'll try to see if we can get it finished eventually. Maybe around January. Of course, of course.
Yeah.
Oh, yep, as for what I've learned, I'd say, the most important thing I kind of learned is to never be afraid to try out new things, of course, as well as, the usual follow your dreams and never give up stuff. Yeah, pretty much the
Nice,
same
nice.
things.
I feel like, I mean, I know it's like one of those lessons or something that seems so, for lack of better words, overly done in storytelling, but at the same time, I think, in a way, another way to look at it, it's always a nice reminder, you know, because sometimes we just need reminders like that. Never give up, follow your dreams. Obviously, it can go a lot more deeper than that, but I think
Mm-hmm.
just kind of just have a general reminders here and there isn't too bad, you know.
Ah, yep, of course, of course. Especially nowadays where demand gets higher and expectations also become greater. It's always a nice reminder.
Oh gosh, yeah. No, I completely understand.
Oh, yep, moving on to our next question, which is a new one I came up with as I was writing questions as well.
Mhm.
What are your biggest pet peeves?
Oh, pet peeves. I didn't even think about this one. Um, which is really hard for me to answer because I'm a very easygoing little bean. So it can be a little hard to like, I don't know, for lack of better words, get on my nerves, right?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I guess I could say like communication's always one of like the big things that I like hold important to me. You know, not to say, you know, I'm perfect or anything or anyone's perfect, but it's just, I don't know. Clear communication would be pretty important. I don't know if that kind of answers the question a little bit.
Ah, okay.
Mhm.
So, you don't like it when people don't tell you the full story or the full process on certain things?
Something like that. I don't know. I just don't like. I try not to let misunderstandings happen. Obviously, again, like nothing. There's no process is perfect or anything, but you know, well, like if let's say like I'm meeting up with a friend and we're making plans, and I'm like, let's say it's like, oh hey, we're gonna meet at this pizza place, and then it ends up like we end up in two different pizza places because we didn't quite clarify which pizza place to meet up or something, you know.
Ah, okay.
Mhm.
Makes sense. Oh,
Mhm,
that
yes,
also kind of
yeah.
reminds me of a certain really old meme too.
Oh, which one, if you don't mind me asking?
The soup meme.
Oh my god, the soup meme. Where are you at?
I'm at soup.
Why? Where? Wait, how did?
Oh, there's still soup. Wait, why are you trying to buy clothes at the soup shop? Yep. Fuck you!
It was something like that.
Yep, exactly.
Haven't thought about the soup. Haven't thought of the soup meme in so long.
Yep, if you guys remember that meme, you could also leave some laughs in the chat.
Yeah,
Yep,
I mean,
yep.
yeah. Other than that, I'm pretty easygoing.
Okay. Very nice, very nice.
Mhm.
Yep, on to our next question. What's your favorite food?
Oh, wait. I like food a lot, so I'm like, wait. Okonomiyaki is one of the things I can come up with right now, which is a Japanese savory pancake.
Hmm.
It's really good.
I don't think I've heard of that, but it definitely sounds good.
Yeah. So okonomiyaki, you have your flour. It's made with this flour specifically made for okonomiyaki, and then you mix in water and root this one. I don't remember the exact name of it, but it's a root vegetable, and you grate it in, and then typically there's cabbage in the mix, and then you can add meat to it. But I hear depending on the region in Japan, they can make it differently.
Ooh.
So there's many ways to make it.
Okay. That sounds pretty interesting, actually. So it's kind of like American pancakes, only with a slight twist.
Something like that. Like if you took American pancakes and then just made it savory, basically. Best way I can describe it. Another thing I can think of, speaking of savory pancakes, is bacon pancakes.
Okay.
I don't know if you've seen Adventure Time, but Jake the dog makes bacon pancakes and starts saying bacon pancakes, bacon pancakes, something like that.
I see. Wait, he actually puts bacon inside the pancakes?
Yes, I've actually made that one time and it was pretty good.
Okay. That's an interesting ingredient right there.
It made me want to make it actually, and I made it, and then I ate it.
Nice. That has to probably be the most innovative way to make a pancake I've seen.
I mean, if you can dip French fries in a vanilla milkshake, why not make bacon pancakes? Add bacon into your pancakes.
Yep. And then the next thing you know, you're probably also going to be having sausage in your pancakes now, too.
You're giving me ideas now. If we ever have a chance in the future to off-collab, I will make those for you.
Oh, yep, that sounds interesting.
Another food item I like is snickerdoodle cookies.
Okay. Oh, what do those taste like?
Well, oh my god, I don't know how to describe snickerdoodle flavor. It's kind of like almost if you took a sugar cookie, but you added you made it a little chewy, and I don't know, it's kind of like a sugar cookie, but not exactly a sugar cookie. It's really hard to describe.
Okay. That definitely sounds pretty good. Despite the fact that I barely eat sugar cookies myself.
Do you not like cookies? Or if you don't mind me asking?
Oh, I enjoy cookies. I'd say the ones I usually eat the most are the chocolate chip cookies.
Chocolate chip's pretty good too.
Although I think the other flavors that I probably would also eat the most would have to be the one cookies where you have the Reese's inside.
Well, it's like Reese's peanut butter cup cookies?
Yep.
I think I've had those before. Those are pretty good.
Oh, yep, definitely.
Okay, I have, speaking of cookies, if you don't mind me asking, how do you like your chocolate chip cookies? Do you like them, how done do you like your cookies? I don't know if that makes any sense.
Ah, yep. Oh, you mean how they're cooked or baked?
Yeah.
Oh, yep. I'd say for the most part, the chewy is always, and chewy oven baked are usually the best ones.
Ooh.
But I also enjoy a little bit of crunch as well.
Nothing wrong with that.
But it also kind of depends on my mood as well.
Gotcha. I know. For me, I think this is a little bit of unpopular opinion, but I like my chocolate chip cookies a bit overbaked.
Ah, I see.
Like, to the point where they're a little charred at the bottom, but not too charred where it's burned. But one time I had cookies that were like overdone like that, and I just ate them anyways.
Nice. So I guess that means you're also not super picky about your cookies either.
Not necessarily. Well, okay, no, I do have an exception for that. So the one thing I don't like is oatmeal raisin. Or just the raisins in them in general, because there was this one time I was traveling around and I was at this little cafe and they were sold this really giant cookie that I thought were chocolate chip cookies, and I got so excited that I just took one and I bought it, and as I was about to eat it, I noticed there were raisins and I was like, man. And I swear, I know, if I find, I just think having raisins in cookies is like the biggest anime betrayal in my book, okay?
Ah, yep, understandable.
It makes me sad. I'm just like, why are there raisins in my cookies? I cry.
Oh, yep, of course. You gotta hate that too. I don't eat oatmeal raisin cookies either.
Yeah, I mean, if there's someone that likes them, I'm just like, good for you. Here, have them all, you know?
Yep, have them all. We don't want them.
I would say chocolate chip oatmeal cookies would be really good. And I've only been to like one place that serves them so far.
Ah. Oh yeah, that sounds interesting as well.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, speaking of anime portrayals, imagine putting blueberries in your cookies.
Okay, well, you see, I like blueberries, so I would not mind.
Or strawberries too.
No, it's only raisins. It's only raisins. Any other fruit, I'll be okay with it.
Ah, okay, nice.
I mean, maybe craisins would be a little bit unexpected, but I wouldn't complain too much, maybe. But it's just the raisins. It's just the raisins.
Ah, okay. Although to be fair, of course, I don't really like raisins that much, so I especially kind of stay away from them, especially Raisin Bran.
Oh gosh, yeah, no, me too.
Yips. Oh yeah, speaking of cereal, do you have any favorite cereal?
I like the Special K vanilla almond one.
Ooh.
Very specific, I know. I used to like the honeycomb cereal, but last time I had them, I feel like they changed their recipe to the point it doesn't taste like it's a honeycomb anymore. So it made me sad.
Ah, yep. Understandable, of course. Of course, as for my favorite cereals, Golden Grams is pretty great as well.
Ooh. I haven't had that one too often, but the few times I had them, it was pretty good.
Ah, yep.
And it sometimes don't want anything too sugary, so sometimes like what's it? Cornflake cereal? Cornflake cereal works perfectly fine. It's pretty good too.
Oh yeah, definitely.
I like adding a bit of banana into my bowl.
Ah, I see. Understandable. Also, you add extra fruit to your cornflakes and stuff?
Sometimes, if I have it. Or if I'm in the mood for it.
Ah, okay. Yep, understandable.
Mhm.
Oh yeah, that also kind of reminds me. Brain.
Yes. Oh.
Yep, I'm trying to think of the answer now. Think of it now, because now that I thought about it, it just kind of slipped my mind. Do you also enjoy artificially cereals that also have like fruit flavors, like Fruity Pebbles and such?
I do enjoy myself like really sugary cereals like that, but I feel like it's one of those I have to be in the mood for it.
Ah, okay.
Mm-hmm. I know I like Fruity Pebbles. I haven't had in a while, but I do. Yeah, no, I'm not too picky.
Ah, yep, understandable, of course. As for myself, I don't really eat Fruity Pebbles as much, but I definitely like Trix better.
Oh, nice. Oh, I haven't had Trix. I haven't had any of those cereals in a very long time. Maybe I should buy a box for Christmas, because I'm like thinking of like breakfast, like Christmas morning would have like a food laid out or something.
Mm-hmm.
Think be fun.
Oh yeah, that would be a lot of fun. All right, let's move on to our next question, and everything here is VTuber related, of course.
Yay! Like us?
Yep, like us. What was your biggest inspiration for being a VTuber?
Okay, this is a bit of a long-winded question almost, because so for as long as I can remember, I've been kind of dabbling a bit on like content creating. Nothing anything big or anything, just kind of on the side. I know I did like a little bit of everything before, and it was around the time on YouTube where the animation community started blowing up. I was like, oh, I want a little PNG character to represent me. So I would say that's kind of like where everything kind of started. And for a while I was kind of like, around the time period I was like asleep or something. I was like dreaming, and I'm like, okay, what should we do for like onwards? And then when VTubing came to my consciousness with starting with the what's the word, the debuts of like Hollow Myth, I was like, oh, I know what I want to do now. And so it wasn't like just VTubing, it was kind of like even before I knew about VTubing that basically kind of spiraled down to where I'm at today. Like I was already wanting to have a little avatar to represent myself and my content, so I just thought, oh well, VTubing just kind of makes sense.
Ah, okay. Very nice,
Yeah,
very nice.
It was kind of like a jigsaw puzzle, and I found the missing piece. Kind of thing.
Ah, that's nice.
Hmm.
Of course, as for myself,
Yeah, how about you?
my biggest inspiration so far would have to be Keys and I.
No, I've heard of Kizuna Ai here and there. I know she used to be like really big back in the day.
Oh, yep, she's one of the OG VTubers around that time.
I think she did like, didn't she like do a concert at conventions at one point? They were like at a con.
Oh, yep, she's been to a few concerts and cons at Japan, of course.
Mm-hmm.
And I'd say her newest concert was her going on a hiatus, and then
I heard about that one. I hear it was like really big.
Oh, yep, it was super big, and it had like a huge amount of Japanese VTubers in, and I was pretty much singing almost most of her songs throughout the whole thing. And the presentation for that was amazing, to say the least.
Oh, that's really cool. I wonder if there's a VOD out there somewhere. And it was like a paid concert, then it was like, oh, you had to be there kind of thing.
Oh, there's a VOD of it.
Oh, sweet. Maybe I'll look into that later.
Yep. And then I'd say after that, I pretty much start looking into other VTubers as well. Most of them were pretty much 3D around that time, like Mirai Akari, Cybergirl Shiro, Kaguya Luna.
Nice.
And Neko Mina Hinata.
Ah. Are they all still active now that I think now that you bring them up? I'm curious.
Oh, I think Shiro and Hinata are still active, but I think Kaguya Luna and Mirai Akari graduated a while ago.
Got it.
Yep. And then after that, I looked into another VTuber called, another Japanese one called, let's see, Yoemi. And then I found through Yoemi, I found another English VTuber. The very first one I watched was Natsume Moe.
Wow. Nice.
And then I kind of kept watching her content as well. And I think she's probably the first and only VTuber I heard to drop a few F-bombs and stuff too.
Oh, colorful language, I see.
Yep. And also very tsundere and mostly cute too.
Yeah. Nice.
And then I got curious about other English VTubers as well, but then I saw her April Fool's video, and then it introduced a whole bunch of other English VTubers, and then I got curious about how to be one myself.
You basically fell into a rabbit hole. That's what it sounds like, right?
Yeah, pretty much just fell into an accidental rabbit hole of English VTubers.
It kind of goes back to the whole like research thing with that earlier in the stream where I was like, it all starts with a question and you do research and then you fall into a rabbit hole. So it's kind of like a similar path right there.
Yep, it turned into a fascination. Yep, that's pretty much my whole inspiration. It went from an inspiration to a fascination.
That's very cool though. I feel like everyone has like different starting points of how, like, especially with like either as a VTuber or like content creator in general, like everyone starts somewhere, and it's really enjoyable to hear where everyone started.
Oh, yep, indeed. Of course, my starting point pretty much started with me using a model on my phone to eventually investing into a laptop and Vroid, as well as reaching out for commissions.
Nice.
Yep, that's practically here I am now.
Here you are.
Yep. And on to our next question, by the way. how did you come up with your name?
You see, so NullO was given to me by the council, and it was when I awoke and they bestowed the name upon me, because NullO actually is a word in Esperanto, and it just basically means it's the null sign, like a little circle with a little line across from it, and it basically symbolizes like the beginning, come from nothing at the very beginning. So and it just was pretty fitting.
That
was
oh,
and then
Go ahead.
That's for my name. And then I guess for lack of better words, what Rainbow Brillo Proyecto is just the name for, I guess, like the creative journey, like the creative project that I'm a part of. And the name comprises of 3 languages. Rainbow is English, and it's pretty much self-explanatory. And then Brillo is bridge in Esperanto. And then Proyecto is just the Japanese katakana spelling for project. So, So if you directly translate it to English, it'd be Rainbow Bridge Project.
Nice. That's very clever, actually.
Thank you.
Yep, of course, as for myself, my actual name.
That's very valid, honestly. And I think that's pretty cool. I think you're like the first Terence I've ever met in my lifetime, so hello.
Yips. Always nice to be the first.
Yeah. I think there was this one time, I met someone very briefly by the name of Duncan, and like I associate that name with a series called Total Drama Island. So to meet someone like, for lack of better words, in person named Duncan, I was like, you're the first Duncan I've ever met.
Ooh. Yep, that's very nice, actually. Oh, yep. Oh, yeah, also a lot of curiosity. So I guess that means the council kind of looked at you and said, you are the chosen one, or something like that, huh?
I mean, I guess in a sense, yeah. I mean, for lack of better words, that's basically what happened.
It
was kind of like the chosen one kind of scenario.
Yeah, that's very nice.
If you think about it, we're kind of like our own protagonists in our own little life journey, So I may have been the chosen one, but I'm the chosen one in my own little journey. So.
Of course. Just don't go around acting like you're the chosen one in other people too.
I'm just a little guy, Terence. I'm just a little guy. At the end of the day, I'm just a little guy. You see, I have my little boba cup here bouncing about. Okay, I'm just a little guy at the end of the day. Okay. So, no need to worry.
Yep, no problem. Of course, moving on to our next question.
Yes.
What have you learned from being a VTuber so far?
Oh, funny enough, I was thinking about streaming kind of like towards the end of the year to kind of like reflect on like my journey so far. So I guess this kind of like kind of goes hand in hand. What I've learned so far. I feel like I've learned a lot. I mean, I feel if I were to say, I think one important thing out of everything so far is what's the word I'm looking for? Connections would be one that I can think of, for lack of better words, kind of like, just I feel like as you like meet more other souls, I think kind of like in a sense keeping a good connection with the ones you vibe with is pretty important because I don't know, for lack of better words. I don't know, because you meet someone and then you vibe and then it's just I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
No, apologies. It's hard. Sometimes words are hard right now, so I'm like, how do I explain this?
Oh, yep, understandable.
Mhm. Not to say it's gotta be perfect or anything, but I think like, just keeping, for lack of better words, a good rapport and just put good connections with the ones you get along with is pretty important. Because I don't know, it's kind of like this whole scenario of like, be nice to whoever you run into because you never know who they are, kind of scenario. I don't know.
Oh, yep.
Yeah, it's kind of like, let's say, you're walking down the street and then like you accidentally bump into someone, but instead of saying excuse me or apologizing, you're like rude about it, but then like as you arrive to like, let's say, your workplace, it turns out like the same person arrives under like, I don't know, some important person that, I don't know, can make or break your career, kind of thing. I don't know, it's very hard, so for lack of better words, I don't know.
Oh, yep, that kind of sounds like an anime scenario right there.
Yeah. Oh, and another thing I would say that I've learned is that it's okay to take your time on things. Like, I know I've had a couple projects where I've had to delay releases because they weren't quite done. And I was like, you know what? I'm already this deep into this project, and as much as I want to release it on this initial date, I think it's best to wait a little longer. And yeah, it may be like, let's say, after Halloween, but at the very least, the the final product will be good, better quality or something. So it's okay to take your time, and I don't know, like all this is just a journey, you know. It's kind of like the saying, it's not about the destination, but the journey or something. I think that's how that quote went.
Oh, yep, true.
Hmm.
Yep, understandable as well. Of course, as for myself,
Yeah, how about you?
yep, I'd say the thing I've kind of learned the most was that VTubing is a very technically advanced hobby, and you will require lots of money as well as a lot of setting up as well as planning.
Oh no, I totally agree with that. I mean, it is an investment for sure. I would say, I think the technical aspect of VTubing, especially when it comes to technology, is something that's a lot of trial and error.
Oh, yep, definitely.
Mhm.
Yep, there's always going to be scuff, and sometimes you are going to have to learn from the scuff in order to get better from it.
Mhm. I mean, that just circles back to the whole, it's about the journey, right?
Of course.
Because with every little hiccup like that, you learn something, you know, and with each, let's say, creation or stream or content you put out, regardless of the results, it's you learn something for sure.
Indeed.
Hmm.
I'd say the biggest thing I kind of learned is never be afraid to make mistakes, never stress out about anything being too perfect, and always use every setback you run into to learn and grow as a content creator as well as a person.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, exactly. Agreed.
Indeed. And of course, if you're tired as well, it's okay to take breaks every now and then.
Mm-hmm. Self-care, guys.
Yep, remember folks, self-care is important.
Speaking of which, speaking of self-care, I will give everyone right now a reminder to drink water and stretch.
That's right, stay hydrated, stretch, don't over abuse your sleep schedules. Which we're VTubers, so we barely have those.
I mean, I reside in a cloud up in space, and space and time is very different. Sometimes I lose track because it's kind of almost non-existent. So,
of course, celestial beings always have a hard time keeping track of time.
Our internal clocks work completely different. But I think it's one of those, it's more than ever important to schedule in breaks, even if it's like half an hour, because at least it's better than nothing. Or even like schedule like an entire day, like one day of the week to just do nothing.
Oh, yep, understandable as well.
Enjoy things outside of content creating,
Of course. Yep, find other hobbies. And of course the usual touch grass.
Touch grass, yes. Would sleeping count? Taking naps?
Yep, that would count as well.
What if you went out to touch grass and then took a nap?
Oh, that would be kind of dangerous, actually. Especially where you're around where I live, where you're probably just randomly sleeping, and then someone will probably randomly sneak up onto you and start checking your pockets and take your wallet.
Oh, no. Oh, no. But what if it's like in your own backyard, though?
In that case, you probably would have to worry about some stray animals or some squirrels crawling all over you.
At least it's not. At least it's not someone trying to, I don't know, find something in your pockets while you sleep.
Of course. Because usually when I travel, I pretty much almost never go anywhere without my wallet.
That's understandable.
Yep. Oh, yep. Moving on to our next question. Did VTubing bring any changes to you in terms of personality or the new things you experienced?
Oh, wait, could you repeat that question again? I spaced out for a second.
Did VTubing bring any changes to you in terms of personality or the things you experienced?
I guess one thing I can think of is time management. I feel like that's something I've been needing to get better at ever since I started VTubing, but especially when collaborating with others. I mean, we being in taking part of the vintage course battle, and being in charge of a team. Actually, that's kind of what my current challenges right now is, because with managing a team and then having to delegate a lot of tasks and whatnot. So I guess in a sense, with me starting this journey, I've just slowly learned, I'm okay, what could I do better next time? What did I learn from this one collaboration? Or I don't know if that makes any sense so far. I feel like I'm like spewing words, and I'm like, what am I talking about?
Oh, yep. Yeah, it makes sense. It makes sense.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah, that's the one thing I can think of right now is that I guess just being more mindful about the time, and granted I'm still working on that myself, and try not to put so many things on my plate, because I get so excited about creating many things that I forget how much I have on my plate right now, and then by the time I realize, I'm like, oh too many things right now. Oh no.
Oh, yep, quick, let's take a break. I overloaded my brain.
Exactly.
Yep, understandable indeed.
I mean, I guess this is another, it's kind of like another one would be a little slightly more common answer, but I think it's just a collective shared experience, is that it has helped a bit with like being, for lack of better words, a little less shy. I'm trying to reach out to more people and talk,
Yep, understandable as well.
Yeah. I mean, again, that's all I can think of right now. I feel like I'm still a little bit early on my journey in a sense. So I feel like there's a lot more things I gotta learn, but that's what I have so far.
Oh, yep, of course. Yep, we all learn as we go on, of course. Yep, as for myself, I'd say in terms of personality, I used to be a little bit uncomfortable with my voice and such, as well as I did used to get bullied a lot for my voice, as well as picked on quite a bit, so I was always a very anxious to share my voice or talk with other people because of how I'll be perceived and judged as well. But I'd say after VTubing as well, and I'd say I've become a little bit less shy and a little bit more open about a lot of things now.
Oh, that's really cool. I mean, that's just so sad that, there were others that couldn't accept with you for being you, but I'm glad you've found a place now to just be yourself, be comfortably be yourself,
Oh, yep. Yep, let's move on to our next question. Thank you for that, by the way.
Oh, yeah, of course.
Let's see, did you ever once regret VTubing?
No. I think if I wanted to stop, I could stop anytime if I just felt if I felt like one day I'm like, I don't feel inspired anymore to do this. I will just stop. But I would say no. I currently no. And I don't think I see myself ever regretting starting this journey, because I feel like it's just, part of my calling,
Oh, yep, understandable.
I feel like if I feel like this wasn't for me, I would have probably found that out much early on,
Oh, yep, I can understand that as well.
Because I would say I faced a lot of like hurdles throughout this journey, and if that, I would say it kind of made me experience the feeling of wanting to give up, but I was like, no, I'm not giving up. This is what I want to do. So if it was there was a point in time that I would say, you know what, I regret doing this, I'm gonna quit now. That would have happened a long time ago, and I don't think I'd be sitting here with you talking with you today if that was the case.
Okay. Yep, that's very nice. Yep, on to our next question. Of course, as for myself, nah.
Yeah.
Yep, that's
Well,
the
you're
short
still
answer for
here.
me.
You're still here, so
Of
I'm glad.
course.
Yeah.
Yep, a 3-year journey, by the way.
Oh, has it been 4 years for you?
Oh, yep, it's been about 3 years now.
Congratulations. Wait, did you like celebrate like your anniversary at some point earlier on this year?
Oh, yep, that was around early October.
Well, a little late, but congratulations.
Yep, thank you. I appreciate it.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, then on to our next question.
Yes.
Do you feel like you must be very talented to be a good VTuber?
I feel like this is kind of like subjective, I would think, because everyone starts VTubing for different reasons, because there's the ones that want to do it as a hobby, and there are ones that want to, you know, make it like a long-term career or something. So I think, from my perspective, it really depends on the individual of what is their goal. You know, if it's just a very casual, like hobby kind of thing, I don't think one doesn't need to worry about whether they need to be, for lack of better words in quotations, talent. Wow, English. I don't think, if they're approaching it as kind of like they're either just trying it out or they're just for fun, I don't think they need to worry about those details, you know, like if they're talented or whatnot, or skilled or whatever. But I would say if they have a long-term goal of wanting to make it kind of like a career, to be enter like the entertainment world or something. So at that point, I would say some sort of skill at the start, I would say some sort of skill would help out, you know. But even then, like, I think even at that point it can be pretty subjective, because there's a niche for everything these days. Like, so it really depends.
Okay. Understandable. In my case, or as for myself, I don't think you have to become talented to be a good VTuber. All it takes is a little bit of personality, as well as having at least a skill or two. And if you don't have a skill, you can always work towards improving that skill.
Yeah, I completely agree with that too.
Beeps. Alright, moving to our next question. Second to last one, by the way.
Oh.
What's your favorite thing about becoming a VTuber?
I get to be a little small bean. I don't know, I think a lot of creativity goes into VTubing, and it's always really interesting seeing, like, let's say, like, there's new VTubers debuting. It's always nice to see. I'm like, oh, what does their model look like, or like the design. Also, I think like the creative freedom that comes with it. Obviously, it depends on the VTuber and what they want to do for their activities. But I think there's just an endless possibilities when it comes to VTubing, and I always see VTubing itself always evolving as time goes on, kind of thing. And I know it can, and also it's serves as a way to like also meet others, I guess, to make friends. Something like that.
Yep.
And another thing is I like it's really cool when you get to work with different artists, you know, because it's just kind of like it, in a way it's helping support artists as well.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Especially
How
if
about
you find someone who can do fan art for you.
Definitely.
Oh yep, of course, my favorite thing is pretty much just being whatever I want without having to restrict myself from how I want to do things.
That's very valid for sure. Yeah, which is the really cool thing about VTubing is that you get to, you know, take on any form you wish that that vibes with you, you know.
Yep, you can be an anime boy, you can also be a slime, you can probably also be a robot, and you can probably maybe be maybe you can also be like a machine or something.
Yeah, I think there was a lamp VTuber at one point. They were just a lamp.
Yep. Oh yeah, that would be pretty funny to think about. A lamp with anime eyes now.
Oh, that reminds me. I think that was either earlier this year or last year. I remember seeing a VTuber that was a truck Shan or something. Kind of like the isekai kind of truck, you know, like when isekai animes and series where the character gets isekai to another world because a truck came by, you know, that kind of truck.
Yep.
Yeah, I saw them in passing, and then I was like, "Oh, that's really funny, and that's cool."
Yep. Oh yeah, that also reminds me. One of my VTuber friends was actually a syrup bottle.
Syrup bottle? That's really great.
But then he evolved from a syrup bottle to an anime boy with a syrup bottle T-shirt.
I love that. I feel like it would be really cool if like the syrup bottle itself like was on his head, and then like it was like basically a hat.
Oh yeah,
And
that
then,
would be
like,
kind of cute.
Yeah.
Oh yips,
Mhm.
definitely. But of course, I did go from being a schoolboy to an idol as a bit of Terence lore for you guys.
Ooh.
Well, idol in training, but all the same
Yeah.
thing.
Oh, that's valid. Not gonna lie, at one point I was like trying to hunt down for your lore. I was like, what is Terence's lore? I'm curious.
Yep. I'll go ahead and share my my lore video with you when I get time.
Okay.
Yips. And our last question. Any words to your fans?
Let's say, let me think. I would say the one thing that I can think of sharing right now is that even though if today was a hard day, it's okay. You are here and safe, and tomorrow is a new day, and it just means you get to do your best again, and whatever happened today is you did your best as well, and that's totally okay. And it's okay to just exist 1% better every day or something.
Yep. Very inspiring words.
Aw. if no one has said this to you yet, I'm proud of you.
Indeed.
Yeah.
The little bean is proud of you.
Yeah.
And I'm proud of you as well if you're other inspiring content creator as well as a friend of mine watching the stream.
Huh.
Terrence will always be proud of you.
Aww. Yay.
Just make sure you don't forget about the Terrence, by the way.
Of course. And don't forget to drink water.
Yep, don't forget to drink your water, stay hydrated, stretch, of course, and eat your meals as well.
Yeah.
Oh, yep, so chat, do you have any questions for NullO before we end here?
Oh yeah, I do have a question for you that I've been wanting to ask for a while, but I haven't had a chance to.
Oh, sure, go ahead.
It just goes back to the whole cereal thing. Do you put milk before cereal or cereal before milk?
Oh, yep, I was also gonna ask that as well. I'd say cereal before milk.
I do the same. So.
Nice.
Nothing too exciting. So. But it works.
Of course. Although, of course, if you always pour the milk first before your for cereal, I'd say you're probably either a monster or you probably just don't like cereal that much.
Okay, so funny enough, I tried that one time, and I think I ended up with a little too much milk. I ended up with too much milk, and I'm like, what? Like, I don't know, the cereal floats on the milk, and then I feel like it won't fit into all of it in the bowl or something. That was my experience anyways.
Okay. Oh, yep, Enochi asks, what inspired you to become a VTuber and why?
I feel like I went into this already. Well, like I said, before, wait, what was the question again? Inspiration, right? Again, I've been like on a creation journey for as long as I can remember, and it was even before VTubing and basically the whole animation boom on YouTube a couple of years ago. Kind of like, in a sense, it's kind of like a bit of like the root of the reason of how I ended up taking on the VTubing path, because at one point when I was trying to figure out what to do next for future content creating and stuff, I was like, okay, well, I still kind of want a little avatar, and then I just got exposed to VTubers, and I was like, that's it, that's the missing puzzle. I'll start VTubing. So it was something along those lines. It just basically VTubing kind of already like resonated with what I was going for anyways. But I just get to move now instead of having to draw a bunch of PNG avatar, what's the word? I can't think right now. A little individual thumbnail of my avatar, and then having it, video edited for like, I don't know, a video essay or something, for lack of better words. I hope that made sense.
Yep. No worries, it did. And he also asks, what sources / concepts inspired the design of your character?
Oh, good question. I would say space is one of those. One of the inspirations, specifically Nebula, which is basically I reside in a place called Nebula of Creation. So if I were to try to think of like few words to describe what inspired me was like creation. Wait, no, no. So it's like a nebula creation, and I would say I'm trying to what's the word I'm looking for? Reincarnation. Because I'm a little soul. And I would say that, and then what's the word I'm looking for? And things related to the metaphysical and occult, for lack of better words. Kind of like I took some inspiration from that. But yeah, something like that. Apologies, it's sometimes hard to. English is hard sometimes.
Yep, understandable, of course. Alright then. Yep, looks like we're about 2 hours into the thing, and I gotta charge my phone, so we're gonna go ahead and end the stream right here, folks.
Alright. Thanks for having me, Terence.
Yep, thank you for joining as well.
Yeah, wait, can I... Wait, that's me jumping. Yeah, it was quite fun.
That's good. I had a lot of fun as well. So, yeah. Alright, folks, we're gonna go ahead and end the stream right here. Want to thank you guys for watching. Thank you guys for being here. If you enjoyed today's Terence Talks episode, be sure to sub to the channel for more streams, as well as follow me on Twitter/Discord for stream updates. Well, you can't follow me on Discord, but you can join my Discord server. But you can also follow me on Twitch as well, where I'll eventually stream on Twitch eventually. And you can also check out NullO here too. She's really, they are really great. I get that mixed up all the time.
Well, I'm a soul that's lived many, many lifetimes, so I've been in every single form. So I can understand.
Yips. So with all that said, folks, do you have anything you want to plug, NullO?
I have my Be My Guest cover. You guys can check that out. I don't know, that's about it. Follow me on my socials.
Yep,
yeah.
all the links are in the description. So with all that said, folks, I'll see you guys tomorrow, where we'll actually do another Terence Talks episode, where we're going to be talking about New Year's Smash, which is a Smash tournament that's coming up December 31st.
That's cool.
So yeah, with all that said, folks, I will see you guys next stream. Let's get that ending theme going.
Bye.
Oh yeah, let me turn.